Welcome to the annual meeting of Bolton Council. I am Councillor Linda Thomas, the Mayor of Bolton. This is the first meeting of the Council in the municipal year 2020 to 2021. I'm going to ask our Democratic Services Manager to confirm who is in attendance at this meeting today. Normally, all ward councillors would attend and vote at these meetings, but we have a smaller number with councillors in attendance chosen by their political groups. The number from each group reflects the total share of seats held by that group. Mrs. Ridge.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. There are a total of 70 members in attendance as follows: Councillor Donaghy, Councillor Howarth, Councillor Curran, Councillor Peel, Councillor Sylvester, Councillor Zaman, Councillor Cox, Councillor Greenhalgh, Councillor Haslam, Councillor Morgan, Councillor Warren, Councillor Hayes, Councillor Wilkinson, Councillor Sanders, Councillor Hornby, Councillor Brady and Councillor Waters. There are no apologies for absence. Chief Executive.
Madam Mayor, the next item of business is to consider a motion in the name of Councillor Cox relating to the appointment of the leader of the council.
Councillor Cox.
Thank you, Madam Mayor, members of the council. I move that Councillor David Greenhalgh be appointed leader of the council until the annual meeting of the council in May 2021, or until such time as the council removes him from office.
Councillor Haslam.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. Madam Mayor, members of council, I wish to second this motion.
The Chief Executive will now proceed with the name vote.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. Councillor Donaghy.
Against.
Councillor Howarth.
Against.
Councillor Curran.
Against.
Councillor Peel.
Against.
Councillor Sylvester.
Against.
Councillor Zaman.
Against.
Councillor Cox.
For.
Councillor Greenhalgh.
For.
Councillor Haslam.
For.
Councillor Morgan.
For.
Councillor Warren. Councillor Hayes.
For.
Thank you, Councillor Hayes. Councillor Wilkinson.
For.
Councillor Sanders.
For.
Councillor Hornby.
For.
Councillor Brady.
For.
Councillor Waters.
Abstain.
I declare the motion is carried. Now, Madam Mayor, the next item of business is to consider a motion in the leader's name for the approval of the pay policy statement for 2019 to 2020.
Councillor Greenhalgh.
Madam Mayor, members of the council, I move that the pay policy statement for 2019 to 20 be approved.
Councillor Morgan.
Madam Mayor, I formally second the motion.
The Chief Executive will now proceed with the name vote.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. Councillor Donaghy.
For.
Councillor Howarth.
For.
Councillor Curran.
For.
Councillor Peel.
For.
Councillor Sylvester.
For.
Councillor Zaman.
For.
Councillor Cox.
For.
Councillor Greenhalgh.
For.
Councillor Haslam.
For.
Councillor Morgan.
For.
Councillor Warren.
For.
Councillor Hayes.
For.
Councillor Wilkinson.
For.
Councillor Sanders.
For.
Councillor Hornby.
For.
Councillor Brady.
4.
Councillor Waters.
4.
I declare the motion is carried. Now, Madam Mayor, the next item of business is to consider a motion in the leader's name to approve the terms of reference for the Active, Connected, Prosperous Board.
Councillor Greenhalgh.
Madam Mayor, members of the council, I move that the terms and reference of the Active, Connected, Prosperous Board be approved.
Councillor Cox.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. I'd like to formally second the motion as set out on the order paper.
The Chief Executive will now proceed with the name vote.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. Councillor Donaghy.
4.
Councillor Howarth.
4.
Councillor Karam.
4.
Councillor Peel.
4.
Councillor Sylvester.
4.
Councillor Zaman.
4.
Councillor Cox.
4.
Councillor Greenhalgh.
4.
Councillor Haslam.
4.
Councillor Morgan.
4.
Councillor Warren.
4.
Councillor Hayes.
4.
Councillor Wilkinson.
4.
Councillor Sanders.
4.
Councillor Hornby.
4.
Councillor Brady.
4.
Councillor Waters.
4.
I declare the motion is carried. Madam Mayor, the next item of business is to consider a motion in the leader's name to approve the appointment to committees, panels, policy development groups, outside bodies, and the approval of powers and duties.
Councillor Greenhalgh.
Madam Mayor, members of the council, I formally move that those appointments to committees, panels, policy development groups, outside bodies, and approval of powers and duties be approved.
Councillor Cox.
Thank you, Madam Mayor and members of the council. I'd like to formally second the motion as set out on the order paper.
Madam Mayor, there is an amendment to consider in the name of Councillor Peel.
Councillor Peel.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. I would like to move the amendment as set out on the order paper and reserve the right to speak.
Councillor Zaman.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. I formally second the amendment and reserve the right to speak.
The motion and amendment are before you.
Madam Mayor, there are no other speakers.
Leader, do you wish to use the right of reply?
I do not, Madam Mayor.
The Chief Executive will now proceed with the name vote in relation to Councillor Peel's amendment.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. Councillor Donaghy.
4.
Councillor Howarth.
4.
Councillor Karam.
4.
Councillor Peel.
4.
Councillor Sylvester.
4.
Councillor Zaman.
4.
Councillor Cox.
Against.
Councillor Greenhalgh.
Against.
Councillor Haslam.
Against.
Councillor Morgan.
Against.
Councillor Warren.
Against.
Councillor Hayes.
Against.
Councillor Wilkinson.
Against.
Councillor Sanders.
Against.
Councillor Hornby.
Against.
Councillor Brady.
Against.
Councillor Waters.
4.
I declare the amendment is lost. As Councillor Peel's amendment was lost, I will now proceed with the named vote for the substantive motion for appointments in the leader's name. So here we go again. Councillor Donaghy.
4.
Councillor Howarth.
4.
Councillor Karam.
4.
Councillor Peel.
4.
Councillor Sylvester.
4.
Councillor Zaman.
4.
Councillor Cox.
4.
Councillor Greenhouse.
4.
Councillor Haslam.
4.
Councillor Morgan.
4.
Councillor Warren.
4.
Councillor Hayes. 4. Councillor Wilkinson.
4.
Councillor Sanders.
4.
Councillor Hornby.
4.
Councillor Brady.
4.
Councillor Waters.
4.
I declare the motion is carried. Madam Mayor, the next item of business is to consider a motion in the leader's name to confirm the dates of holding council meetings for 2020 to 2021.
Councillor Greenhalgh.
Madam Mayor, members of the council, I move that the dates for holding council meetings for 2020-2021 as on the order paper be approved.
Councillor Cox.
Thank you, Madam Mayor and members of the council. I'd like to formally second the motion as set out on the order paper.
The Chief Executive will now proceed with the name vote.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. Councillor Donaghy.
4.
Councillor Howarth.
4.
Councillor Karam.
4.
Councillor Peel.
4.
Councillor Sylvester.
4.
Councillor Zaman.
4.
Councillor Cox.
4.
Councillor Greenhouse.
4.
Councillor Haslam.
4.
Councillor Morgan.
4.
Councillor Warren.
4.
Councillor Hayes.
4.
Councillor Wilkinson.
4.
Councillor Sanders.
4.
Councillor Hornby.
4.
Councillor Brady.
4.
Councillor Waters.
4.
I declare the motion is carried. Madam Mayor, can I congratulate you for presiding over the first virtual meeting of Bolton Council in its entire history. That concludes the business of the council. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you, everybody, and good night.